Emily's show.
Enjoy the show.
So
what are we doing today?
Today we picked up Allie at her house and took her up. Oh, she's getting engaged too tonight.
Oh, that's right, finger right.
Yeah.
We're at the spa right now. She's getting a massage. And we are in this very nice lounge room with trickling water in the back that makes me have to tinkle every time I hear it.
And with tea that's this mug is like scorching hot, so I had to wear my mittens while drinking.
It's fine. Yeah. So this is the first update of our first stop of the day. We're at the spa. And she has a massage while we wait, and then at 10:15 she has something for all of us. I don't know what it is, so we'll find out, but
yeah. Oh, and also when we first got to Al's house, she opened the first letter from Brian, and she looked like she was gonna cry, so she's excited, I think, but she has no idea what's coming, so.
But she like planned out everything like that us three were gonna do today, because we pretended it was a sister's weekend, and she like spent a lot of time on planning our day, and she was like crushed it. She's like, we're really not gonna go on the light rail? Okay, that's all. We'll be back later.
Hey!
We're back!
Yeah, and we had a really good day, and we're at the cabin now up in Duluth.
Okay, so last time we talked to you, we were at the spa, and Allison was getting a massage, and then we got our nails done. My color is called Lincoln Park After Dark.
And mine is called I Think I Can.
And I don't remember Allison's. But it's cool. So anyway, so we went to the spa, and after the spa we got back in the car and we had another envelope for her from BG, and it said that we were to take her to IHOP. So we went to IHOP and ordered, and that's when we gave her the third envelope.
And that said that you'll need to go back to the house, and Emily needs to pack her toiletries and her, what else did you need to pack?
I needed to take a nap.
No. I said, what else did you need to pack?
Pack nap.
Anyway.
I just needed to pack her toiletries. Lauren had to pack her
and I
clothes.
needed to pack her clothes, which I didn't do either. She packed herself.
We were sleeping.
And then it said, Emily and Lauren, you are ordered to take a nap. So we definitely...
High five for BG on that one. Hey!
Yeah, so we definitely obliged and took our little nap.
So yeah. Then we were to leave for Duluth at 2:30, no later than 2:30. So we left and drove all the way up here. It was like 2.5 hours. I may or may not have been speeding.
I may or may not have been sleeping in the back the entire
whole time.
way.
She didn't drive one single minute this whole trip. So we get up here. Dad's home. We got home. I mean, we got to the cabin. We didn't go home. We got to the... That was not me. We got to the cabin and we dropped Al off and told her that BG was in that cabin, and so she was like scared. She was so nervous to go in by herself, so we dropped her off and then pretended that we were going back to the cities. I told her that we were going to stay with my friend Amanda at Bethel, so she thought we were leaving, and so we dropped her off and pulled her out, and then we parked across the street and went into the cabin next to them, which is where our parents were, and then Brian's dad, sister, and nephew were hanging out.
So once we got in there, we had to wait for like an hour, because that's how long Brian said he wanted with Al to like do the whole engagement thing. And so we got to go in there at 6:10. We were all like wetting our pants, excited to go in there. And so finally at 6:10 we all got on our shoes and walked over next door to the other cabin. And Mom knocked on the door because Brian wanted Mom to be first, and we walked inside and Allie just busted out in tears, and Mom was in tears within like 2 seconds, and everyone was just crying, but it was so cute in there. We're staying in these little one-room cabins, and Brian had like the little coffee table all in like rose petals and little tea-lit candles all in the like heart shape with their picture in the middle, and then over against the fireplace there were more flower petals, and his guitar set up against one of the walls of the fireplace, and then there was a little chair that Allie sat in, I guess, when he proposed, so it was adorable. And then we came back over to this cabin where our family is staying, and we had dinner with everyone.
It's true. And then we just been hanging out, and no one has service inside the cabin, so
sucks.
So if we wanted to tell everybody, we had me, Allison, and Lauren got in the car and drove like, I don't know, a little ways down the road and called people while we were sitting on the side of the road with our hazards on, and no one even stopped to pull over to see if we were fine.
Jerks.
It's like pitch black and we had our hazards on, we're on the side of the road. No one even stopped to see if we were fine.
So if like one of us was bloody and dead, then they would just be that way for a long time.
That's morbid. So that's all. That's the update. Sorry we didn't update more throughout the day, but this is all we got. And this video is gonna be like 5 minutes long.
Good.
It's not. I'm not even mad. Okay.
Okay. Good night.
See ya.
Hi. I'm engaged.
I'm engaged too.
And we're gonna give you an update now.
So basically I've been lying to her for 2 months.
It's true. Everything he told me was pretty much a lie. But now no more lies, so that's good. This is my bling. It's pretty cool. And
I haven't slept in 2 days and almost threw up a couple times. I was really nervous.
But he did an awesome job. Everybody was here. That's very important in all my family. And I feel... Okay, can we start over?
No. You're fine. Talk about it.
I'm camera shy.
So anyways, went through a lot of planning and everybody knew. I mean, everybody knew.
Except for me.
Except Allison. And
just like he said a couple months ago, he's like, everybody's gonna know except you. And I thought, yeah, right.
Yeah. But no, it started when I took Allison's parents, Garth and Jane, out to Manny's Steakhouse.
Manny's? He's never taken me to Manny's.
Yeah, well, and then from there, you know, got the wedding ring and everything, and I've had it for like a month and a half, and it's just been like eating at me. And then like the last week has been pretty tough because I basically had to lie and then cover another lie and then cover another lie. Talking to her, and I couldn't even like look at her anymore, so it was difficult. But
and it's actually pretty funny because today's November 1st, and a couple months ago when we were down in my house in Rochester, it was a really nice night out, and I was not snooping. I was not snooping. I didn't even know there was anything to snoop about. So I was up in my bathroom getting ready for bed, and my dad and Brian were out in the hot tub, and they were talking about the stars and how beautiful it was out, and so the sound just carried right up into the window. I mean, it was like they were talking right outside. So I was just like getting ready, brushing my teeth, washing my face, and all of a sudden they're talking about the stars, and then there's a pause.
Snooping.
And then Brian's like, man, November 1st can't come soon enough. He's like, the more and more time I spend without, and at that point I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, what do I do? And so I like flipped on the bathroom fan so I couldn't hear anymore.
I spilled the beans.
But I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what specifically was going to happen. I kind of had an inkling, so I went downstairs and I was like, Mom, what do I do? I just heard that Brian said something about November 1st, and she's like, I don't know. And
so this is Brian Nelson part 2. I think where we left off was where did we leave off?
I was talking about how I overheard you guys.
Yeah.
So then I talked to my mom, and I was like, I want Brian to know that I overheard, so in case he like wants to like you know, change something or whatever, because I'd feel really bad if I like knew and he tried to surprise me and I already knew. So
yeah.
But anyways, things stayed on schedule for November 1st without really my knowledge. He was supposed to be going to a prison in Waseca to play basketball with the inmates with a ministry group that he's part of. And Emily and Lauren were going to come up and do, we were going to have a sisters weekend. So I spent like 4 hours this past week, like planning and coming up with our agenda, and like I sent out options and links, like website links to like the different restaurants with menus, and so when I got the first envelope this morning, I was like a little sad that we weren't gonna do it. So
Are you happy
but anyways,
now?
Yes, I'm very happy now. And so yeah.
So where's where we're at. We're winding down. It's about 9:07 with daylight savings time.
About 9:07.
8:07, and we're gonna go watch the stars. Look at the stars.
They're beautiful. It's so nice out here.
How do you feel? After?
I'm exhausted but really happy.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
I'm happy too.
You're happy?
I'm happy. All right, we're out. BGL.
We're all happy.
Peace.
Well, We're here. We finally made it.
We're in Duluth.
After months of lying to our daughter, eldest daughter, which we're not used to, we got her engaged. Brian is playing things out well, and we ended up, everything worked to a T.
Brian asked our permission by taking us out to dinner probably a couple months ago, was it?
End of August, wasn't it?
And I think so. And
Manny's Steakhouse, downtown Minneapolis. Good place.
yes. And so then he told us when this is going to take place, and we're like, we've got to wait that long before she finds out. And so that was really hard because every time we talked to Allie, we were afraid that we would say something and
Let it slip.
yeah. And so it was really hard keeping a secret that long.
Every time she called, we had to be careful what we said. When she came to visit, we had to be careful what we said because we were afraid we were letting something slip. So we're glad it's over.
And we're very happy for them.
Yes.
And
We finally got a son.
yes, after how many years we got a son?
24 years.
So we're,
And Jane got a son too.
yes, I did. Well, I don't have one yet, but shortly.
Whatever. Becomes official.
Yes. So that's about
We're happy.
it.
We're enjoying our whole family thing here with Brian's family too. Kind of cool.
Yes, that's very nice.
Bye.
Bye.